Good morning, Prince, and I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving break. Today we're going to touch base and talk about some special considerations when seeking to purchase or sell a condo. The first of these is financing. With a traditional single-family home, you may have a lot of financing options available. With condos, a lot of times that financing dries up. You may see a larger down payment requirement or even banks unwilling to extend the term more than 15 or 20 years. And so it's real important before you write an offer on a condo that you understand these are the financing tools that are available for this condominium community. And just understand these changes. Just because you were able to use an FHA loan in 1999 doesn't mean that the complex or the community still qualifies for FHA. So know that going in. Sellers, it's also important you know the fewer financing sources available, the tougher it is to sell the unit typically. Another consideration, are there any pending assessments? Condos have shared spaces, things like plumbing, a roof, items like that. It's important to know as a buyer, is there an assessment coming for the roof in the next year or so? Imagine moving into a condo only to be handed a bill for $3,000 or $4,000 for your share of the roof. It's important to know that up front. Sellers, it's important to disclose that. This is not something you should hide from a buyer. 3, who is responsible for what and what extent? Okay, what does that mean? Well, again, condos have shared spaces. What happens if there's a plumbing issue? Is that going to be on the individual owner, or is it going to be on the community? Now, the last part, to what extent? Let's say the plumbing is on the community, so you have a pipe burst in the wall, there's water all over the place. Well, some communities will pay to bring that plumber out, but then you're left with water on the floor. Imagine the expense of having to re-drywall a part of the bathroom, pull up the flooring. I've seen it before where the water runs and it ruins the carpet, have to replace flooring. Is the association going to pick up the tab for that? Or will the individual owner be responsible? Don't assume you know the answer. What percent are owner occupants? This is important to know because it typically impacts value. You want to see a higher number of owner occupants. Typically, anything over 50-60% is considered good. That may vary depending on where you're at. But the more owner occupants, the better. And finally, keep an eye on the numbers. What are values doing in that specific community? Yeah, that's right, Prince. That's very important. Are prices going up in that condo community, or are they going down? Sellers will look at general market reports and say, the housing market's coming back. I'm going to wait until values rise a little more before I sell my unit. But then you look at the data a little closer, and yes, the market as a whole is going up, but values within your condo community are going down. I've seen that happen on multiple occasions. And so what you want to do is you want to know, are values trending upwards? Are they trending down? Are they stable? Are they mirroring the rest of the larger housing market in your area? And what percentage of the homes are distressed sales? So it's one thing if you have 7 transactions in the community, but if 6 of those are foreclosures or short sales, that can have an impact as well. That's very telling. As always, if you have any questions about your condo community or your unit that you'd like us to list for sale, Prince sold one over the Thanksgiving break. It was on the market. Beautiful little condo on Parliament Square. On the market for less than 24 hours. So we actually set the highest value in that community for a 2-bedroom unit. So if you have any questions or anything, give us a call. Make it a great day.